What's up, Nerd Squad? I'm Patty D, and this is Top 10 Dark Alternate Versions of Nightcrawler. Stick around, and at the end I'll be answering some comments from our last video. Number 10. Azure Nightcrawler. In Marvel's mangaverse, X-Men, we meet Azure Nightcrawler. In this world, he's a mutant criminal affiliated with the Azure, a team of blue-skinned evil mutants including Beast and Mystique. This version of Nightcrawler is even more demon-like than usual and wears some intimidating red ninja armor. He battles against Wolverine and Moonstar, confronting them while they're searching for Rogue. Surprisingly, he holds his own well against them until Cyclops arrives. He's eventually defeated at the hands of Wolverine, who brutally cuts off his tail and later impales Nightcrawler's head with his claws. Number 9. Prisoner Nightcrawler. In Ruins Volume 1, published in 1995, we follow the story of reporter Philip Sheldon infected with a virus as he travels around a horribly warped and twisted world, interviewing heroes and famous figures and trying to figure out what went wrong in this universe. During the story, Sheldon visits a special prison containing several heroes, including some of the X-Men, with Wilson Fisk acting as the prison warden. The prisoners are deformed and tortured from their captors' efforts to control their powers, and in one of the prison cells, we see Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, reduced to a frail gray creature covered in filth. We see him locked away and cannibalizing his own tail. Pretty dark. Number 8. Alpha Nightcrawler. First appearing in X-Men Alpha number 1 in 1995, this version of Nightcrawler had a traumatic experience that caused him to despise religion, unlike his counterpart from the Prime Marvel universe. Professor X dies in this universe, and Nightcrawler joins Magneto's X-Men to stop Apocalypse from dominating the world. This version of Nightcrawler has some pretty dark moments, including killing Deadpool by teleporting his head off and nearly taking down Wolverine in a one-on-one showdown. Eventually, he meets a real hero's death, sacrificing himself to imprison the exterminators in another universe. Number 7. Dark Crawler. In Incredible Hulk number 126 from 1970, we meet Nightcrawler, Chunky Edition. Dark Crawler is an ancient enemy of the Undying Ones, demons who ruled the Earth thousands of years ago. They once sent the Hulk after him, and in the battle that followed, Dark Crawler's big scepter was broken and he was pulled into the Undying One's dimension. There, he defeated the Undying Ones and their leader, the Nameless One. Nightcrawler then became their new leader and earned the title Dark Crawler. His deadly scepter of shadow and creepy red eyes make him a sinister dark counterpart to Nightcrawler, landing at number 7 on our list. Number 6. Egyptia. This version of Nightcrawler, found in Secret Wars Journal number 1, was part of a plot to overthrow the Barris Khonshu of Egyptia. This Nightcrawler is almost ape-like, like an Egyptian monkey samurai version of Nightcrawler. During the showdown, Spectre, aka Moon Knight, shows up and warns the rebels that the Baroness is indeed a goddess and her curfew exists for their own good. Spectre then transforms as a pack of man-wolves appear and charge the heroes, killing this super cool version of Nightcrawler. He's kind of like a side character in this story. Number 5. German Nightcrawler. In Marvel's Excalibur, published in 1989, we meet a version of Nightcrawler from a universe where, in World War II, the German forces were victorious. In this world, Nightcrawler is a member of the super team Lightning Force. He once squared off against the normal Nightcrawler from the Marvel Prime universe, Earth 616, teleporting him around multiple times and then mocking him after he passed out, calling him an inferior specimen. This version of Nightcrawler has longer, sharper nails and a sharp outfit to match. He's even got a sweet pair of shades like any dark version of a character should. Number 4. The Demon. Appearing in X-Men Noir, Mark of Cain, this Nightcrawler is a dark one indeed. Recruited by a German government agency known as Weapon X, he was put to work kidnapping an American spy known as the Mimic in exchange for his freedom. Also known as the Demon, he tends to speak in sermons like a priest and wears a super creepy devil mask to hide his hideous burnt face. Coming from X-Men Noir, it's no surprise that this version of Nightcrawler is so dark. And if you like this list, I definitely recommend checking out X-Men Noir for yourself. And I definitely recommend hitting like on this video. Number 3. Zombie Nightcrawler. First appearing in Marvel Apes Primate Special, this version of Nightcrawler is, well, a zombie. In the Primate Special, there's a whole universe full of hilarious alternate versions of Marvel heroes that are apes, with names like Spider Monkey and the Silverback Surfer. In Volume 1, we see Tony Stark and the Hulk have similar visions in which they see the ape world invaded by zombie versions of Marvel characters, including a crazed looking zombie Nightcrawler seen attacking an ape version of the Scarlet Witch. It's bizarre and it's dark. Number 2. House of M. First appearing in Marvel's House of M event, this Nightcrawler grew up in hiding with his mother Mystique, later becoming a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. in Magneto's mutant-run world. Later, he joins Wolverine's special team known as the Red Guard, and he has a pretty lengthy character arc that sort of mirrors the Prime Universe Nightcrawler in some interesting ways. Regardless, he eventually finds himself banished to the Deadlands and is eventually killed by a group of zombies, meeting a surprisingly dark end. And now, number 1, Banff Dragon. In Marvel's Inferno, released in 2015, we meet what is possibly the darkest version of Nightcrawler yet. His mother was a shape-shifting villain, and his father was a half-demon. Fighting alongside Cyclops and Colossus, Nightcrawler regularly helps a team teleport to the Inferno, also known as Limbo or Battleworld, in efforts to rescue Colossus' sister Illyana. During the 5th of these yearly showdowns, these attempted rescues, Nightcrawler is captured and tortured, and his soul becomes corrupted, turning him into a demon. Specifically, he becomes what Scott Summers refers to as Banff Dragon, or is that an acronym? Anyways, he winds up causing the X-Men to lose ground. Teleporting inside the X-Men's force field, he helps kill Beast and Doctor Strange. This allows a horde of Inferno's demons to enter into Manhattan, and we see Dragon Nightcrawler wandering the streets as the demon horde rampages through the city. Now that is dark. That's all I got for you today, Nerd Squad, but before I go, let's take a look at a couple comments from my first video, Top 10 Villains with the Highest Kill Count. Super Patriot says, Patty D needs to not blaze up before recording. I am totally not baked, I swear. I always talk like this. Ronan Khan says, I love how Patty D was taking the Dark Phoenix plot seriously, but couldn't help breaking a bit at asparagus people. I tried to take it seriously, I really did. Thanks y'all, I'm Patty D, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Impales Nightcrawler. His deadly recruited by a government agency known as... Oh, let me go back.